my God, Dave.
4.5 probably on Dave's setup. That felt really good. Unfortunately, I didn't really get a good hook set. Welcome back, everybody. Tomorrow morning, I'm gonna wake up pretty early and drive over an hour to Missouri to fish a lake that I fish decently often. And this video is a little different than normal. One of my best videos, performance-wise, was one that I think you guys really liked, and that was me unboxing and talking about the 2020 Shimano Calcutta DC, and I unboxed it, went over it, caught a fish with it, and basically talked about if I thought it was worth the money or not because it's so expensive and it's such a sought after and loved reel. So this video is also gonna be about that. This is gonna be an unboxing, explanation, showcase, and then use of the new 2026 Daiwa Ryoga 150. Now I wish I could say this reel is mine, but it's my friend Dave's, and I'm gonna be over on his boat doing the unboxing and then fishing with it as well. He's gonna let me use it and use one of his rods too. My Ryoga, the 2018 one, blew up and doesn't work anymore, so I'm excited to try this new one and hope that they fix these issues on it, but I'll talk about all that when we get over there. So I'm gonna make the drive and I'll see you guys when we get the camera set up. We're on the boat and I'm gonna unbox this reel, talk about it, use it for quite a while, see if I think it's worth the money or not, because it's a $700 reel if you buy it in the US. So I will see you guys over there and get to talking about this insane reel. Okay, so here it is. This is the 150. Instead of making a 200 size like they did with the OG Ryogas, they did a 150 and a 100. And this reel is the size of a 300 size. We have a Calcutta 200 and a 300 to show you guys the size differences, but I know not very many people have this reel. Dave bought it from Japan Tackle and it got here in like 4 days or something crazy. It's very, very similar to the 2018 Ryoga. It's almost identical looks wise. It's just silver. The only difference, like this is a 150. So you have a 150 size spool, but in a 300 size reel. It's kind of odd that they would do that and not just do a 200 and 300 size reel, because I know most people are gonna be using this for swim baits or deep cranking, which is, I guess, what their purpose of the 100 was. It's still kind of odd that they would not just do a 2 and 300. The older Ryoga was a 200 sized. I think it was a 200. It's the same size as the Calcutta 200, so I call it 200 size. But they've gotten the 7.3, and the rod he's going to be putting it on is a pretty insane one. It's a orochi anaconda. This is he uses it as a soft bait rod or you can use it as an all-around everything rod. This thing is absolutely beautiful though. So it's spooled up with 20-pound fluorocarbon. This reel holds about 100-ish yards of 20-pound fluoro, which that's not bad. It's about the spool size of a 200 size reel, but it is a 300 size reel, and it's a 150. Daiwa can't name reels normally. They have to do something different. And it's got this is the brake adjust on the outside here, and then the spool tension knob. Like I said, this is almost identical looking to the 2018. I'll throw up a little clip right now of my 2018, me reeling it. It sounds like it's broken so bad you can't even put the spool in. It's literally just completely fried. Hopefully they fixed that on these. They said they did, but we'll see. Does have that, the clicking drag. I think the 2018 one even had clicking drag. I think it was one of the first round reels with clicking drag. This thing, of course, it's mag sealed. You can use this in salt water. It's gonna be bulletproof unless it's got the same issues as the 2018, which I really hope they fix those, because they haven't had a Ryoga come out since the 2018. I'm very much debating getting one of these if Dave uses it for a while and likes it, or if I like it today. He's gonna be letting me use this today, as well as the megabass rod for you guys, so hopefully we can catch a single fish on it. We're going to be, unfortunately, having to fish some bottom baits at some point if they're not biting the boomer, which is what I'm going to be fishing at first, because one of his friends came over and said they're catching them on bottom baits. It is going to be, unfortunately, the spawning time of year for another few weeks here. A lot of these bigger ones are on beds, so bottom baits might be the key, but we're still gonna fish the dam at first. It's getting hit by the wind, so we should be able to catch a moving bait fish, hopefully. I'm gonna be using the default handles on it today. Dave ordered some flat knobs for it, and he's gonna leave the default handle on it. I think it might be an 8.5 size handle on here. I know the other one, the older Ryoga, was a size 8.5 handle. The actual default handle is pretty thick and it's not bad. These knobs aren't terrible if you like the bigger ones. I personally like the flat knobs, and so does Dave, so he's gonna be taking these off, but the handle itself is good enough to keep on there. I'm sure with it being a Daiwa, you could change the drag and change everything, the star on it, because they already, I think this is probably the same drag star as every other Daiwa reel, so you could put one of those like purple ones on it like I have on my Daiwa reels. So here's a quick size comparison of the reel for you guys. I'll do these side plates, that's probably the best way. This is a Calcutta 200, this is a 2022 model. And here is the Ryoga 150. So it's kind of hard to tell on the camera, but it is bigger. I was assuming this thing was going to be a 200 size reel, but I mean, if you look at the width of the spool right there, you can tell it is a big reel. It is, like I said, a small spool and a big reel compared to a reel like this. This is the Monster Drive Calcutta 300 from, I think, 2023, and I also have one of these. This is Dave's other reel too, and they're the exact same size. So the difference is that this one holds a ridiculous more amount of line. So you could throw 30-pound like co-poly on this, or 25-pound fluoro with no issues. But this, you might be pushing it with 25-pound test. They are very, very similar. They're like the exact same size. I didn't think this reel would be a 300 size, but it really is if you're thinking Shimano standards. It does have a little bit wider of a spool, but it's so shallow, which is probably, the casting is super good on it, but it just doesn't hold enough line to be a 300 size. So here it is on the Anaconda. I know quite a few people use this for a glide rod, or you can use it for basically anything. It is, if you know how to reel set a soft bait, you really could get away with fishing it on almost any rod you want, as long as you know what you're doing. And sometimes I do, so we should be fine. This thing is absolutely beautiful though. It's a 1-7 and it is a 710. So it's going to be pretty similar to the cod rod, but the rating is way higher on this. But the having to do a super reel set like on the cod rod, I mean, this feels pretty insane. This rod weighs about 1 ounce though, so this is a very heavy reel. If you guys are looking for like a super light reel, Daiwa makes the Steez and the Zillion and all those. This is the opposite of that. This one should last forever as long as they fix the stupid clutch issue. Everything is metal, obviously, as you guys can hear with the button and the drag, so it should last forever as long as they fix those couple little issues. But this thing looks absolutely insane together. So I'm gonna rig up a tack lead boomer on this, and I don't know what color, maybe titanium, and then if not, throw the bellows gill, and we're gonna try to figure them out today. We have quite a bit of time to fish, so hopefully I can catch a fish in this rod. And I'll talk to you guys more on the chest cam about how it feels when I'm actually using it. We're gonna get to fishing. So we got it rigged up. Titanium boomer is rigged up. And I mean, this thing just feels insane. Of course, this rod is ridiculous too. It holds quite a bit of line. As you can see, the spool is very wide. Hopefully we can catch a fish on it today. You could throw the bellows gill on this. I'm also got the G flag, I got the Betro and some other stuff. We're gonna figure out catching a fish on it. I'll throw a jig on this if I have to, but it'd be nice to catch a big boomer fish. It's very crispy with the button. It's very, that's how the old one was too. It's very metal feeling, like it. Yeah, I mean, the casting, it feels identical to the 2018. Does it? It really feels similar. The 2018 Ryoga, you guys always knew in the videos, it was the smoothest reel I'd ever used. It was the most well-built reel, besides the fact that it explodes. The build on this thing is obviously insane. I'm gonna test the casting out too at some point. Dave says it's super good, and these knobs are definitely a little funny, but this is better than the stock knobs that come on every other reel, so it's a step in the right direction. And palming it really doesn't feel like a 300 size reel. Did you crank that? This rod is a little soft for a soft bait, but not really. Like I said, if I reel set, it should be good. So hopefully if I get a bite, I don't mess it up. It does feel a little bit smaller than a 300 size Calcutta, just maybe a little, like, it's not as tall because it honestly palms a little bit better. But other than that, it is extremely similar in size. Like I said, unfortunately, a lot of the fish are on beds or about to be. So bottom baits might be the ticket at some point if we fish a lot of these wind-blown banks without any luck. Yeah, I forgot to mention that in the intro. This thing is retail. If you buy it from like the Hookup Tackle or Tackle Warehouse, it is a almost $700 reel. But if you know what you're doing, it's not a $700 reel, it's a $400 reel, about. No fish in the dam, we're heading to spot number 2. Wow.
Yeah, do you see the trolling?
Oh, snap swivel, neon green mono. Like even like, oh my God, Dave. Yes, on a dock. He literally just was, I told you, you don't feel the bites. I was wrapped around a stick. You don't feel the bites in this bait.
4 easy.
Guys, we caught a fish. That's a 4-pounder. Look at that.
Solid.
On the Ryoga. We did it. That rod felt really good, but like I said, half the time on the bellows gill 5/8, if they smoke it and someone under a dock, you don't feel the bite. So, is that a pre-spawner?
Yeah, that's probably.
Sitting on a floating, we fished how many docks today? 4,000?
Yeah.
Okay, we have finally done it. We got a giant one, or what, 4.5 probably, on Dave's setup. that felt really good. Unfortunately, I didn't really get a good hook set to feel the rod too good because I thought it was wrapped on a stick, and then I saw my line was 10 feet under the dock. I mean, I've had good luck with that hook. You guys saw the other video I was talking about the testing the Ryoga hook. You have your Bubba scale, so I don't have to deal with getting my other one out. Oh, she's about to flop. Just like that. We'll say that was 9 pounds, 4 ounces or so, around that. You never know if you don't weigh them, so realistically, what, 4? Right at 4.
4 1/4.
Yeah. On this color, the only color bell scale that I fish is the, if you can find it, the electric grape one. That fish makes no sense. How many docks?
We fished a lot of docks.
1,000 docks today. The anaconda, this rod isn't meant for this. It's too heavy for this bait, but it felt good. And the DJI camera's dead now at 2%, so luckily we got that. You guys are going on. It's GoPro time, so angle will be less wide. So like on the cod rod, I might have felt that bite. This is a 1 to 7 ounce, like I said earlier in the video, but I don't think so. I mean, it's so common with the 5/8 bells. It moves so much water that on the fall, you don't feel it. They just come up and inhale the whole thing. And then you go to reel up your slack and your line's 10 feet under a dock. That's why fishing this on heavy pound test is needed. I'm not exaggerating, you guys probably haven't seen it. We have fished 40,000 docks today. And that fish was on that's a pre-spawner for sure. I mean, she was real fat. We're way in the back of the cove. The water's dirty, that's why this color is so good. I do throw the green pumpkin sometimes, but this is my favorite color. Dave just said the water temp's 68.9 back here. But we are way in the back, and it really has been raining a lot. So I figured I'd throw a hard bait on this reel too, just see if it try. I'm throwing the TK right now. I didn't sand down this the other day, as you guys saw, but it feels honestly amazing for it. The reel's so smooth. It's great for literally anything at this point, but this rod's definitely a little heavy for it, but still try to catch something on it. So we're under a boat lift out of the shade. It is like 2 something, I think, or 1 something. It is 100 degrees and the fishing sucks. We got a lucky dock fish, not lucky, 100%. I knew that fish was there. That's why I reacted that way. But the reel is, I would say, if you're not paying $700 for it, if you pay the $400 from Japan, it is 100% worth it. This thing, as long as it doesn't have the clutch issue, after fishing it today, fishing a soft bait being the boomer, fishing the Bell Scale 5A, and fishing the tiny clash at the end there, this thing can cast everything. You could probably cast like really light stuff on this. I really think you could get away with casting a 3/8 ounce jig on this, or even lighter if you really put lighter line on it. The 100 you definitely could, but this being the 150, it's definitely a bigger reel, so I'd be thinking about how this would balance your rod, because this being a pretty thick blank rod, the Anaconda, it fit it basically perfect. So I would definitely recommend it. Dave's gonna fish it pretty hard the next few days with a soft bait, so if he catches any fish, I'll throw those in here from his POV. But yeah, good thing we got a fish on it, because the spawn time here is rough. Hopefully within the next 2 weeks we start eating top water. That's about it. Thank you guys for watching, and here is Dave's clips if he catches any fish.